Hey everyone, welcome to Explain the Charts. Today is June 19th, 2025, and we're taking a look at the QQQ, focusing on both the latest news and its chart data. The stock market is closed today for Juneteenth, so we'll have plenty of time to analyze. First, let's go over what's been happening in the market recently. We've seen the Dow slip slightly after the Fed signaled 2 potential rate cuts this year, despite ongoing inflation worries. Geopolitical tensions, particularly concerning Iran, are also influencing market sentiment, with stocks falling and oil futures rising on reports of potential U.S. military action. Coinbase and other crypto-linked stocks surged after the Senate passed the Genius Act, establishing a framework for stablecoins. All this information will allow us to better contextualize what we're seeing on the charts. Now, let's dive into the QQQ daily chart. Looking at the longer-term trend, we can see a significant upward trajectory from early 2024 to mid-2024, reaching a high around July 2024, followed by a period of consolidation and volatility. The Fed's decision to maintain stable interest rates while projecting 2 quarter-point cuts by year-end may be contributing to some of the recent stability, but the rising inflation concerns are definitely creating some headwinds. We see a downward slope between December 2024 and early January 2025, perhaps caused by investors taking profits at the end of the year. QQQ is currently trading at 528.99. We see support around the 470 to 480 level, going back to late March 2025. If QQQ breaks below this level, we could see further downside risk. The recent price action shows a decline towards 468 in late March and early April of 2025, indicating potential support around that level. Now let's narrow in on the daily candles from April 1st, 2025 to today, June 19th, 2025. After a sharp decline in early April, QQQ bounced back significantly, largely from the influence of the news of the Genius Act. Looking at this more recent data, we can see strong resistance around 533. $533 appears to be a key level to watch for a breakout. We see a local low around 510 in early June, which has potential to act as a support area if the price gets down there. If QQQ breaks through the resistance at 533, we could see more upside. Let's switch over to the 1-hour chart for a closer look at recent price action. Looking at the 1-hour chart from June 17th to June 18th, we can see QQQ has been in a downtrend. It had a high of around 534 and has been trending downwards, finding local support around 527 to 528. The intraday volatility is high, especially around news announcements and market open/close times. The 10 a.m. rule, which suggests waiting until 10 a.m. to avoid early volatility, might be useful here. The potential U.S. military action against Iran may also be contributing to the choppiness in trading today. Finally, let's examine the 15-minute chart to analyze short-term movements today, June 18th. The first few hours of the day started with volatility. Then the prices seemed to consolidate around 534. After that, it had a downward slope to the current price of 528.99. We are currently below many of the short-term moving averages and the trend is down. QQQ could see a bounce to the upside if some positive news are released, but if there's more negative market information, the trend is likely to continue downwards. To recap, key price levels to watch are resistance at 533 and local support around 510. We'll be looking at any news that indicates more cuts from the Fed in 2025 and monitor the geopolitical tensions with Iran to see how they impact QQQ. Our unbiased prediction is that QQQ has about a 60% chance of going down to the 520 level and a 40% chance of breaking through resistance at 533. Watch for any significant news about the economy and see how it impacts the Fed's decisions on interest rates, which will affect QQQ moving forward. Remember to do your own research and consult a financial advisor before making any trading decisions. Thanks for watching Explain the Charts.